My name's Gov Clayton. I'm working in peace mediation from the UK and live in Switzerland.
I'm Emma Wink. I'm also from the UK and I work in sustainable finance.
So we've been to Sri Lanka together. I've been to India with a friend. We've been to Portugal. Depends a little bit how you count it. I think maybe like 6 or 7 times. Once we went somewhere else and then came back. So whether that's 1 or 2 trips, I'm not sure. But yeah, a bunch of times now. I think
The vibe.
I was never, like when I was younger, I was always extremely confident that I would never be the type of person that would return to the same place on holiday. I was always like, you know, you have the whole world to explore. Why would you ever go back even to the same kind of country, but certainly to the same kind of place? But it becomes even clearer that we're always going to continue returning. And I think that's a lot to do with what Em said, the kind of the food and the vibe and the people, like not just the staff, but the guests who are here, like the kind of cross section of different people of different ages, of different backgrounds, but just a consistent, friendly, chilled, relaxed vibe that people kind of bring, that because of the kind of culture that's been created that everybody steps into, it just means it kind of is a guaranteed enjoyable, relaxing experience. We think every year, oh, what we're going to do for our holiday and kind of explore other options. But the reason we always kind of come back to it is it's like, I can't personally imagine anywhere else where you can have such a good combination of relaxation, fun, connecting with different people. And then of course, like now, like, you know, the staff, they're friends as much as anything else. And so to see you guys as well. I think it was in around about 2018, we visited Sri Lanka, first of all. It was a very memorable experience. I remember very clearly arriving, being very unsure after a long journey what it was going to be like, and being greeted by this kind of almost palace of this spectacularly beautiful place. An incredibly friendly member of staff who kind of reassured us and made us feel like super comfortable immediately. And then the rooms were immaculate.
It was amazing. Coconuts by the pool, tuk-tuks to the beach. The waves were great. Yeah, it was awesome.
And that was also our first kind of visit to any kind of surf yoga camp. And so I think we were a little bit kind of apprehensive about the whole kind of communal vibe of like having dinners with different people, and just like instantly kind of relaxed into that and saw how amazing it could be. Oh, and monkeys running over the roofs while we did yoga.
Yeah.
That was quite a memory. Yeah, I think the vibe is a very difficult thing to kind of articulate, but it is what makes this place kind of so special, because you can say that, yeah, it's the kind of music and the food and the different people and the staff that are here, like, but it's actually something, you know, and I think the design of the way in which you put everything together, like the aesthetic is just so beautiful of everything from the rooms to the bar area to the yoga shala and the way you put that together. But the vibe is something different, right? It's more the kind of feeling that you have when you're here, like, and for me, like, that's absolutely kind of been a consistent from whether you're in Sri Lanka or India, the old place, or here. It's just like, just relaxed, good times, good vibes, kind of connection, kind of almost family-like feel. Like when you're here, you feel like you've known everybody for a long period of time, even if it's only been 24 hours, 48 hours a week, or what have you. So for me, for sure, the vibe, like, that was, you know, that's why we came back this year, even though we weren't sure you were going to feel like, we thought maybe there won't be like a shower, like, you know, the yoga shala might not have a roof, but the vibe will be right. So that's, you know, that's why we came back. I think because you're meant to sing our name every time we arrive in the venue, and so that's something that I've always looked forward to. Several reasons. I say, firstly, we knew we were definitely going to come back. So when there was an opportunity to pay up front and in advance for future trips, that was always like very kind of simple. Secondly, just that time was obviously a really difficult time for the whole industry, and for us personally, I think it would have been like really devastating if the company hadn't got through that period where people couldn't travel. So I think we really wanted to support. And I think thirdly, we'd always wanted one of your cool posters, but never purchased it. And so to get a poster free
I think we talked about this idea of if you could invest now in holidays for the future, like, would you do it? And I think we're basically like, yeah, it makes sense.
I mean, you have 2 different coasts to start with, like, and a variety of different beaches. So I think from the perspective of like seeing different places and experiencing different conditions, I think that's good.
Challenging, but you feel like even if you just been in the impact zone for a while, you feel a sense of achievement, like you've got through it, so it's worth it.
If you learn to surf well here, then you can surf anywhere. And it's somewhere that you can surf that's 2 hours away from home, which is quite an advantage over the more exotic locations. Extremely impressed. I mean, we saw this place last year, and the potential in everything about it was explicit. That it was amazing what it could be, but my God, there was some work to be done over the course of the winter. So, like, we're both hoping that you guys will pull it together and kind of make it work. But there's definitely a part of us that was like, oh, it's going to be tough. So coming back here now and like seeing everything, we're just like super impressed.
Hard work.
For me personally, I think the most memorable visit was when we visited during the World Cup one year, during the COVID times, when England qualified to play, I think, in the quarterfinals against Ukraine in Rome. And so we kind of huddled around in Soul and Surf and decided to buy some tickets. And then with Adam and others, we then got a cheap flight. So we had this amazing surf yoga experience that was then instantly transformed into this kind of communal, like, pilgrimage to Rome to watch England play. And I think that was something I'll remember for the rest of my life. I mean, that was amazing on many levels.